Hi there, second graders. For the week of May 11th through the 15th, you're going to be learning about timelines in social studies. What is a timeline? A timeline tells a story. Timelines are graphs that show the order in which events happened. Timelines help us understand events that happened in history. How do you read a timeline? Timelines are read from left to right or bottom to top. As you read, you learn which events happened first, second, third, and so on. The last or most recent event is recorded last on a timeline. What do timelines look like? There are many types of timelines. Let's look at some examples. There's a vertical timeline that goes from the bottom to the top. In this example, it begins in 1492 when Columbus reaches the New World and goes until 1580 when Drake completes an around the world voyage. This is a horizontal timeline. It is read from the left to the right. This example is of President Barack Obama's life, beginning in 1961 when he was born up until 2008 when he was elected President of the United States. This is a graphic timeline. You will notice that these are actual photographs. This timeline is also horizontal because it begins on the left in 1934 all the way to the right in 2008. I bet these look familiar to you. Yes, this is the history of the Legos. A simple timeline can be with drawings or actual artifacts or objects. There's pictures that have been drawn and strung on a clothesline. Then the middle one shows a shelf of Lisa's timeline where she has placed actual objects on her timeline in a sequential or chronological order. Then the bottom one is a simple timeline drawn with pencil, left to right, and with some drawings. A story timeline is very similar to what you do in reading when you retell a story from the beginning, middle, to the end. This one begins with birth or the day this student was born. It has a picture and then something written about the day that they were born, and it continues in 4 parts until today. A story timeline can be in 3 parts, 6 parts, 8 parts. It really doesn't matter as long as you tell the story of your timeline. A zigzag timeline is exactly what it looks like. The lines go up and down. They're not in any particular order. This one begins on the left in 1987 when this person was born, and it continues up and down until the very end when they get a job at 16 years old. The 3 main events timeline is just a simple one that shows a timeline of Mrs. Smith's life. It shows in 1990 when she was born, in 2012 when she first becomes a teacher, and 2019 when she gets married. For activities 2 and 3, you will be creating your own timeline. Hopefully you saw some examples you would like to try.